Today I'm going to be working on a 2002 MR2 Spyder.
The truth.
Today I'm going to be installing these hood dampeners on the MR2. I'll leave a link for these down in the description below. Alright, first things first, we're going to open the hood. Now mine has a broken bracket, so it just kind of flops around whenever I'm driving. So I'm going to be installing some hood struts to hold it up and to get rid of this altogether. I'm going to start by taking out the original hood prop. So you have to get each one of these little pins in here, kind of release, and then you want to pull at the same time. Well, mine's kind of broken, but I'm going to do that. There it goes. There's that one. And see if I can't get this. There it goes. And this guy was a bit harder to get out, but as it sits in there, mine was actually sitting that way. It's got these little tabs on the, I guess the front and the back side here. You have to get in there with a little tiny screwdriver and press them in and then lift this thing out. Mine fought me a good bit. You can see it got kind of chewed up in the process, but I did get it out. We're going to be taking out this first bolt right here after the taillight, and then we're also going to be taking out the top bolt right here on the hood. Now the kit does include some hardware, so it's going to have these little brackets right here for the hood side. It's going to go up right over there. And it's also got a right and a left. On mine, this was marked correctly, but this one was actually marked wrong. The one for the fender says left, but it's the one that goes down here. I already did the other side of the car to make sure it lined up right and it matches the pictures and the video that they sent me. So my labeling is just wrong. So just be mindful if you get the same kit as me. Just double check where the brackets actually go versus what they're labeled as. And then it also comes with this little washer, which goes on the bolt that goes right in this hole right here. So you're gonna put the bracket down, the washer, and then the bolt on top. Now the kit does come with a little spot of grease and a Q-tip, so it just recommends taking a little bit of the grease and putting it on the hole and on the bolt just to help with rust prevention. Do recommend removing these little stickers before you install it on the car. I had them installed on the other side, and then I remembered I didn't remove the sticker, and it was super hard to get it off. So I ended up taking them back off just to remove the stickers to put them back on. Now that we got our bracket all cleaned up, I'm going to go ahead and set it into place. Just kind of sits in the little channel right here. Throw our washer on top, and then our bolt on top of that. Now I can show you with my hands in the way, but there we go. It's going to sit just like that. Go ahead and tighten it up with a 10mm wrench. Just like the hole on the fender, don't forget to grease this one up. And the bolt as well. There we go. After doing the other side, I noticed you want to move this bracket towards the center of the car as much as possible, because when you go to lower the hood, it tends to hit on this little elbow of the bracket right here if the bracket is too far out. So you want to push it all the way in, and next we're going to tighten it up. But I do have a trick to keep it where it's at, because when you tighten it, it tries to rotate around. So the trick I discovered is I found my fattest flathead screwdriver. I'm just going to put it right here in between the bracket and this little ridge, just to kind of keep the spacing that I want as I go in there with my 10mm and tighten it up. There we go. Now that kept the perfect spacing that we needed. Alright, so next we're going to be installing our shock, but we're going to be taking these little foam bushings off first. So this one just slides off pretty easily. This one though, you can't slide it off the edge without unscrewing the little tip down here. Just go ahead and do that, slide it all the way off, and then screw this right back on. Now before we snap this guy onto the bracket, we're gonna have to remove these little clips. So you're just gonna wanna push, and they rotate around. Maybe if I can get it. Oop, mine fell out a little bit fast. But, stick it back in to show you. It'll rotate around, and then it slides out. So again, you're just gonna push it, rotates around, and slides down. Now we can go ahead and pop these into place. I'm gonna have to rotate this one just a little bit. Get the bottom one to clip in. Next we're gonna put our little locking pin back in. It's kind of hard to see them when it's back on the car, but get it in there and you just kind of clip it back around. And we'll be doing the same down here as well. Now that they're both on, I like to test it to make sure it closes properly. And that I don't have any weird warps in the hood either. But it looks like everything's good, so I'm liking it. Now my kit did come with a couple extra of these clips, so make sure you put them somewhere safe so you don't lose them. Well, I hope this video helps. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down in the comment section below and I'll try and answer them as soon as I can. Have a good day. If you enjoyed any of the background music that's in any of these videos, check out the artist's SoundCloud. I put a link in the description.